You can trace the modern obesity epidemic back to one day. It's the day packaged treats and cookies hit the shelves. That was the moment we began replacing healthy fats with sugar and calling it progress. We were told that fat was the enemy. So we swapped butter for margarine and meat for muffins and believed we were eating healthier. But something strange happened, right? We all know as we went low fat, we got fatter and sicker. Now, if you walk through an airport today, what do you see? Cinnabons, giant pretzels, sugary coffee drinks the size of your head, and we crave them, especially when we're stressed. That's because stress floods the body with cortisol and adrenaline, the same hormones released when we're in danger. If you've ever seen someone or personally had to use steroid medication like prednisone, you've seen it, almost instant weight gain. Now imagine an entire culture living in that state, constantly stressed, constantly craving sugar. That's where we are. Our nervous systems haven't evolved for this. They just haven't. Thousands of years ago, stress meant danger, right? A wild animal, a storm, a physical threat, you'd run, burn it off, and then eat to replace what you'd lost. But today, every time you watch the news or you scroll your feed, there's something alarming. It's the nature of how it is to learn about what's going on is stressful, and your brain reacts as if it's life or death. But there's nowhere to run. There just isn't when the fear is in your hands. So what do? We reach for comfort food, sugary, starchy, and creamy foods that give us a momentary high, right? They release that stress because sugar increases beta endorphins, the same feel-good hormones that mimic morphine. So it does make sense. But here's the truth. It's not fat that makes you fat. It's sugar. A lot of us know this now. Sugar and refined carbohydrates flood your bloodstream, spike your insulin, and tell your body to store fat. That's not what we want. Even healthy grains like refined pastas, breads, cereal quickly turn into sugar once it's digested. And in the US, we're supercharged with high gluten wheat and portion sizes that are out of control. We eat way too much. In Europe, meals are smaller, slower, and social. Not something that you just eat behind the wheel as you're trying to get to work and you're stressed and distracted. We have lost the ritual of eating. It starts early. Even baby formula is loaded with sugar. And I know breast milk is naturally sweet, but the sweetness that we put in formula to create that same flavor sensation or similar isn't good. It's processed sugar. And our children grow up with their taste buds trained to crave sweetness. Breakfast cereals, they might as well be candy. We think drugs are the big problem, heroin, cocaine, alcohol, right? We don't want our kids drinking. But when you look at the data, sugar is responsible for more premature deaths than any of those. There's a fascinating study. It's called the ACE study, Adverse Childhood Experiences. And the doctor that founded this discovered that for many, obesity isn't a problem, it's a solution. It's a solution to trauma, stress, abuse, or emotional pain. And when you look around today, our entire culture is chronically stressed. So we're all self-medicating with food. That's why the sugar high feels like a relief. It's a drug hit. But like any drug, you build a tolerance, right? You know it's true. And soon you need more to get the same effect. That small ice cream dessert of whatever your favorite is that you can pick up when you're feeling super tense, maybe next time you're gonna need to get a medium because the small was too small last time, right? It creates a habit and we tend to need more and more. And if not more in the moment, then more often. So be aware. It's gonna just continue to increase your need the more you have. Sugar is not your friend. Walk through any grocery store. Check the cereal aisle, right? We just touched on this a second ago. We are practically handing our kids' addiction in a box and calling it breakfast. Sugar is a drug. And the more we consume, the more our brain demands it. I understand though. I have some cereal in my pantry cabinet that at times the kids grab because they're in a rush or I didn't get something made. I'm human. I'm sure you are too. But try not to make it an everyday thing. Try to have those regular habits be more healthy than a box of cereal if you can. All right, so we are acknowledging sugar as a drug. And the more we consume, the more we need. So here's one thing that might surprise some people, which is Diet Coke. That mix of aspartame and caffeine creates a unique buzz that's highly addictive. I've seen people, especially women, just drink a large amount of this thinking that it's helping them keep their weight off. But over time, it can cause neurological problems, headaches, even symptoms that mimic multiple sclerosis. If you're hooked though, the good news is you can quit in 3 days. Drink some chamomile tea, have plenty of water, stay consistent, and after 72 hours, the cravings will go away. And if you do want a sweet drink, reach for one with stevia. It's natural, non-addictive, and it's been used safely for centuries. So how do you get off the sugar roller coaster? Start with breakfast. What you eat in the morning really determines your blood sugar for the next 12 hours. So if you skip breakfast or you grab a donut and coffee, you're guaranteed at 4 p.m. crash and late night binges. It's just gonna happen. But if you start your day with a protein and healthy fats, maybe some eggs, avocado, a little low glycemic fruit or healthy smoothie, you stabilize your blood sugar and stop the cravings before they even start. And then you also need to manage your stress hormones the natural way because it's not just about food, it's about biology. There are 3 big ways to lower cortisol and calm your system. Number 1 is sleep. Just one night of poor sleep can cause you to gain 2 pounds of water weight from cortisol alone. So sleep is the best detox for stress hormones. Number 2 is to move. You need to exercise, even a walk. If you can just get one in each day, releases those same feel-good hormones and endorphins that sugar does. It's as effective as antidepressants for mild to moderate depression. Number 3 is going to be stillness, meditation, prayer, laughter, and connection. They all lower stress hormones. Watch a funny movie, take a long walk, hug someone you love, a massage or reflexology. These can calm the body's stress response. So here's the truth. It's not your fault. Your body is ancient. beautifully designed to store energy when food is scarce. But the modern world keeps you flooded with sugar, stress, and stimulation. And the winter never comes. When you learn to feed your body what it truly needs, protein, fat, rest, laughter, calm, you don't have to fight your biology anymore. You'll begin to feel balanced, alive, and in control again. Because wellness, it isn't about willpower. It's about understanding your wiring. So let's heal your stress, heal your cravings, and heal your life. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.